Namaste, my dear friends. We are exploring the fascinating history of the Yoga-Āsana teachings of Yogacharya T Krishnamacharya, and today we are so happy to present you the third video on this topic. The third era of this topic happened after independence time, a few years after independence time, and we call this Yathāśakti or Viniyoga. Yathāśakti would be translated as is capable, as the capacity of an individual. And this is because after independence, Yogacharya Krishnamacharya had to move to Chennai because the Mysore Yogashala closed, because the palace lost its right to function, because India became a democracy and a republic, and so the Maharajas had no more power. So they could not fund the Yogashala as they were doing before. Luckily for Yogacharya Krishnamacharya, certain wonderful lawmakers of the land like Professor Alladi Krishnamurti, who wrote the Indian Constitution, would invite Yogacharya Krishnamacharya to Chennai and would host him, and he would start teaching all of these people who were elderly people who had a lot of health problems because they had heard that Yogacharya Krishnamacharya was a great healer. Now we must remember that Yogacharya Krishnamacharya was also teaching this kind of healing practices to people even in the previous eras. However, in this era, this became the major dominant force, and he became most well known for this because so many of the important people in Chennai state, in Chennai city, started to learn with Yogacharya Krishnamacharya, and his word, the word that he was a very great healer spread far and wide, and many people would come to him. So he would teach all of these people individually, like he had been doing with the king and his aristocratic members of the kingdom. He would do the same way, where he would teach all of these businessmen, all of these prominent figures in Chennai society individually based on their capacity. And that is why we call this era Yathāśakti, because he would adapt the asanas to suit the individual needs. And there are amazing photographs of Yogacharya Krishnamacharya teaching a phenomenal variety of people, all individually, who had different body shapes, different body structure, different health problems, and he would teach them different classes so that it would not only be suitable for them to practice, but it would also be beneficial for them in a therapeutic role. And that is why we call this era the Yathāśakti or the Viniyoga era, because this is the time where the modification and adaptation of yoga asanas were very prominent in his teaching. This was the main focus of his teaching at this time. So many people heard about him that they came even from far off places, including Sri T Krishnamacharya, who was at that time living in Switzerland, the great philosopher, who became a student of Yogacharya Krishnamacharya in the 1960s. So this era, which is called the Yathāśakti, lasted from a little bit after India's independence in 1947 all the way towards the end of 1960s, when people like T Krishnamurti started coming to learn with Yogacharya Krishnamacharya as well. The era would change in the 70s to the next era because the needs of society would change as well. But this, my dear friends, is the third era that is called Yathāśakti or the Viniyoga era. Namaste, my dear friends. Namaste, my dear friends. My name is Kausthub Desikachar, and I am currently representing the Viniyoga tradition. Thank you for watching our channel. Thank you for watching this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please click the subscribe button so that you may receive fantastic updates every week on all the wonderful videos that we are presenting. And of course, we would encourage you to share these videos through your social media platforms to all your friends and students so that this kind of special knowledge can be shared to all those who are seriously interested in the classical traditions of yoga. Thank you for your support, my dear friends, and we wish you all the very best. Namaste.